Hi everyone, we're going to prove the following trigonomic identities. I'm going to go ahead and work on the left side here and write cotan as cosine squared of theta over sine squared of theta minus cosine squared of theta over 1. I'm going to use my common denominator and write this as cosine squared of theta, because my common denominator is sine squared of theta. So I'm just going to multiply those two, and then you're going to get minus sine squared of theta times cosine squared of theta. Now I'm going to factor out cosine squared of theta, and when I do that, I'm going to get 1 minus sine squared of theta over sine squared of theta. Now, 1 minus sine squared of theta is just cosine squared of theta. That equals cosine squared of theta. So what we're going to do is write this as cosine squared of theta times cosine squared of theta. I'm going to go ahead and put this sine squared under this piece and put this under 1 because I want it to match that. Cosine squared over sine squared is cotan squared, and cosine over 1 is cosine. It happens to be squared. So now it matches, and we're good to go. The next problem is very similar, so you might want to try to do it on your own. I'm going to write tan squared as in terms of sine and cosine. Next step, get your common denominator, and then just cross these two. You get sine squared minus sine squared theta times cosine squared of theta. We're going to factor out a sine squared, and you get 1 minus cosine squared of theta when you do that over cosine squared of theta. Now, 1 minus cosine squared of theta is sine squared. So you get sine squared of theta times sine squared of theta. I'm going to go ahead and put the cosine under this piece, and I'm just going to multiply this by 1 because I want it to match the right side. So we're going to get tan squared of theta times sine squared of theta, and that equals my right side. So we have proven that. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.